to Fair Play Racing League. We are here. We are back. Obviously, we want to say apologies for no Tier 1 race last week. Unfortunately, we had to cancel due to small amount of numbers. But we are back here with the Tier 1s. They're here in Mexico. But as you know, obviously it's a Monday. Obviously, if you didn't know, we moved Tier 1 to a Monday. So yeah, the Tier 1s are ending out this race week for everyone. They're ending out now. I'm your host, Silverside Boy, as always. Joined alongside by the one and the only.
Floor 26, hello everyone. I'm excited to do comms again since I was having quite a bit of a pause of that in the past. So I'm excited to be back and to co-commentate the race.
Yeah, it's always good to have you on, Five. Obviously, you know your stuff. Obviously, you'll be a very much good bit of information. And, there we go, I can hear the cars.
Most recent information also because I was actually racing this track yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to say you were racing yesterday. How did it go for you?
Well, it was fine. I was actually hoping to be on the podium in the end, but obviously didn't make it just by the smallest margin as Brett School overtook me in the penultimate lap, I think it was. But let's see how it works out with pedals and stuff. Maybe I will still be able to snatch P3. But yeah, actually it was better than I expected because Mexico isn't my most favorite track. But yeah, it worked out really well with the stopping under the safety car and going, I think, 25 laps on the hard tires. The grip was quite bad at the end, but was able to stay on the track, even with the grip being quite bad at the end. And just sad that I missed out on P3 on the track.
Yeah,
Other than that, it was quite good.
Yeah, I did catch in the end that I think there was a point in the race where everybody was going really long to the end. There must have been an early safety car because I saw I think Scotsman and like the top four all on 25 old hards. I think Tattoo Star was the only one that had to back out of going in. He didn't think he was going to make it. But we're watching Diamond Douche, who had he won't mind saying this, but probably his worst race weekend of the season. Got involved in an incident as he goes to 1:17.5. Got involved with an incident with the Mercedes driver Phenom and had to retire early on. As you see him shaking, he's not happy with that. Unfortunately, it didn't go well for me either. Took the lead under the safety car, but then I got involved with the other Mercedes of Nigel Piggle, who murdered me, and in no other words, murdered me. Costed me a points finish, but we'll move on. But while we wait for some people to do their laps, Flo, I don't know if you saw the news as Bob and Boy has invalidated the thing. Obviously, you may have saw last night the two big championship leaders in Tier 4 have left. So that has blown the Tier 4 title wide open. I think there's like three people
really shocking,
now.
actually.
Yeah, it's sad that they've gone. But it now gives someone else. As Ads goes to 1:16.3 already. The Tier 2's pole time was a 15.7 from Nigel. Actually, yeah, from Collateral Ads. He nicked it from Nigel Piggle by 0.06 of a second. Pretty much stole it from Nigel, who I think everyone was expecting to easily have that pole. But it's also nice to see that we still got the Las Vegas Ferrari skin. I hope that we keep this skin until the end of the season. Obviously, after this race, hopefully we can keep it until Las Vegas, so we can see it in the night sky. Bob and Boy resetting himself for another lap. Henkes does a 1:28.9, so he's had an issue. Jensen and the other Ferraris coming through the final sectors now for the stadium section. I can't remember actually what this final corner is. Something to do about Martin Brundle, isn't it? I can't remember. I remember it's there's a certain name. I think a certain British driver did a famous move around that final corner. Jensen goes third with 1:16.9. Let's see who there. Monkey Boy Kurt's in the chat. I can see. Monkey Boy keeping an eye on everything. Hello, Monkey. Or Dan. Hello, Dan. You alright, lad? And Diamond Douche is giving us both a drink.
Yep, just saw. Very nice.
Just like Tier 4, I've just forgot to mention, just like Tier 4, Tier 1 has exactly the same predicament with the title. Obviously, our leader in this, Object Fungus, hasn't left the league, but Object Fungus has had a little bit of an issue and has really injured his ankle and cannot compete anymore for this season. He's out for the rest of the season. But which gives a golden chance to this man in the Aston Martin AMS Drive to maybe try and take his first ever championship as he goes fastest, as ART Legends goes
immediately
59.
beaten.
Yeah, I think maybe Legends maybe got a little bit of toe off that Aston in front of him. There's Ginny Vane in the other Aston Martin. Absolutely, as he's gone wide in the other stadium section and is invalidated, so he's going to try and just put a lap in to try and maybe get a delta. Who else have we got? We got Night Owl, who is a Tier 2. Oh, I forgot to mention. Got a couple of joinees for this race to bring up the numbers. Stiffmeister, who's on 16.3. Should I say is Tier 3. By the way. Diamond Douche, a Tier 2 driver. Same with Night Owl. Tier 2. So, almost say Douche, Diamond, Stiff, and Night Owl. If you can survive, outlive 3 people, you're all going to get points.
Yep, Stiffmeister obviously leading the Tier 3 championship at the moment, so only by 8 points.
Yeah, Stiffmeister has been on a bit of a roll recently. Obviously, I've been watching when Jake and Fox have been commentating. Stiffmeister has been absolutely consistent at all. I think he's won like 6 races this season. His most notable race win was at Singapore, where he won by 28 seconds. In the end, as Night Owl does a 17.0. Yeah. Which the only other person to outbeat that gap in a race was also another Tier 3 race, and that was Diamond Douche in his Tier 3 days. He won in Miami by 35 seconds that day. He went on to win the title that season with 13 wins. Pretty clearly was in the wrong tier, but he won't accept that. He won't mind me saying that, but yes, that was the Diamond Douche of old. I think notably, one race where he had a bad race, but it's not gone the best this season. He's had a lot of good results. He is fighting for the constructors with his teammate Collateral Ads. So hopefully he might be able to take another constructors title in Tier 2. Obviously he won it last season with, did he win it last season with Groundsy, who won the title in the end? I can't really remember, but as we watch Diamond Douche make his way through the S's, probably one of the parts of the track that we might see a lot of track limits being used. Douche 2 attempts up on his lap time. As my dogs are barking in the background. None of them are like Mr. Cruiser's little.
I think the most dangerous places for track limits are actually the exit of turn 3, I think it is. I think it's exit into the second DRS straight. And second place, which is also quite known for track limits, I think, is the second turn after the second DRS straight. So that would be turn 5, so the exit of turn 5, I think. If I'm
Yeah,
right. 1, 2,
there
3.
is a
Yeah, exit of
yeah.
turn 5.
It's where Jensen is now, because a lot of people, what they'll do is try and run over on that outside curb to make it as wide as possible so they can go as tight and get the best line into the hairpin. But if you overstep it, you do get a silly invalidation or warning. But yeah, Jensen is going to have that Mercedes, who's going to get out of the way very nicely. Obviously, Jensen, known as the retiree, who actually retired from league racing, but then decided he got bored and decided to come back. And now races very regularly as he goes P4, a 16.3 for Mr. Jensen, who probably has AMS Drive and Object Fungus and maybe Tomcat in his corner. As I'm constantly getting pinged for telling us that we are live on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X, on Twitter. But at the moment, Legends on the whole. I'll be cheering on Sam Geno today. And you're going to be cheering on Bourbon Boy as our constructors. Sam, we need points in Red Bull, so no pressure, mate. As Ads goes a 15.8, only 1/10 away from the Tier 1 pole now. So the times are starting to improve. I need to find someone. Johnny
Myself
Baines.
actually aborting his lap, going to the pits. Maybe invalidated. Oh wow, Legends.
Oh, wow.
Also 1:15.6.
Where's this Legends been all season? I'm going to go on board with Johnny Vane, who got a gripe with this guy. I like Johnny Vane. I love Johnny Vane to pieces. Such a nice guy to race against. Always gives us space. Have massive respect for him. But he did steal my P2 in a couple of seasons ago in Tier 2. So I'll get you again, Johnny. But yeah, as Johnny Vane goes a 16.8 and shakes a little bit angry, not too impressed with that lap time from himself. At the moment, Stiff is really showing. Maybe he needs to move up. As David put Gaza. As I'm gonna put this now. David Alford, Diamond Douchey puts, how the F is Stiff Tier 3, and if that is Tier 3 pace, why is the bastard heck am I in Tier 2? Diamond Douche, David Alford fires at Diamond Douche saying that his lap time is slower than the Tier 4 pole. Diamond says, shut up, I'm trying. Well, that's all I can say, Douche. You're trying, that's everything. I still think you're doing probably better than what I would do, because I did, was it a 16.5 on was it Friday?
I think 16.5 was tier. No,
Oh, sorry,
16.3
David's
actually
put, no,
was
Stiff's.
before
Yeah, Stiff's time.
pole, I think, right? I think it was 16.3 in the end. The tier 4 pole.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite interesting, because I would have been placed about rounds where Henkers is with my time. I know, obviously, at the moment, track limits will start. Track evolution will start to be in play.
Yeah. The tier 4 pole was a 16.3, and I actually did a 16.5 in my qualifying yesterday, so quite surprised by that. be on the servers myself yesterday because I think the best time trial time I did was actually 1:16.6, so I didn't expect to go any quicker. Usually it's not even possible for me to achieve my time trial times, but seem to have put a pretty decent lap together in qualifying yesterday.
Yeah, it seems like that when when your time trial time. So say if you've done like a 16:2, which I've done in time trial, like some of these guys have already beaten my time trial time. You seem to get that nailed lap in quali, and usually end up like maybe 2-3 tenths away from
Yeah,
your time trial time.
exactly.
You think, oh, imagine if
Yeah.
I did that kind of lap in time trial, I'd be like maybe half a second quicker. But yeah, it's mad. 15.6. Like some of the top guys in time trial are doing like 14.9s. Like it's mad. But we'll watch Mr. Daddy Drive or AMS Drive or AMS Jawline or AMS Bottle Job. He's got many names. He will. He's wearing the Max Verstappen badge. Mate, get that disgusting lid off your head. Get that disgusting helmet off. Come on, there's better ones. There's a bloody Kevin Magnussen one that everyone earned. That's the one I'm using at the moment. I was using Checo Perez, his little mosaic one from Mexico, but Drive hasn't gone purple in the first sector. I didn't see how much he improved by. Monkeys down, tiddling it, down, get in. Apparently it's going to be a wet race. Obviously, I don't know if you saw on. As Drive's only a tenth up. Oh, he's had a massive moment.
Famous Drive for the moment there.
I think he's backed out.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's about it.
out.
He's going again.
That's him done. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's giving us a little bit of
He's doing donut.
for the fans.
As the commentator, I do not condone donuts. As poor Charles Leclerc in Abu Dhabi asked his engineer, "Can we do donuts?" No, you cannot do donuts. Legends is always gone wide. He's invalidated. Ads is gone 4 times quicker and has gone up into P2. Bourbon Boy is 3,000 up.
Yeah, he's avoiding that one as well. He was hitting the wall in the last corner, I think.
Sam Jenner. Here comes Sam Jenner. Is he going to steal it? There he goes to P5, Jensen. Here goes P6. Sam's nicked it from him. Stiffmeister on a lap. No, he's not. He didn't improve. He improved.
Bourbon Boy just ending his lap, I think. Just around the last corner. He's got up to second.
Oh, no one's got close to Legends this time, but where's Henkers? Where's Henkers going to place himself on the grid? 16.2 P7's beaten his counterpart for tonight. Jock on a lap in the middle sector. I don't know how much he's up by.
I think
just
Jock is still on.
Yeah, I'm just watching him now.
He's the last one, yeah.
Looks like a very decent lap. Where's that going to put him? He needs to improve by a little bit. And it puts him P6. Wow. I can say the field is only separated by 8 tenths until you get to, obviously, Diamond Douche and Night Owl, who just couldn't find the time. They are a little bit off the pace, but if there is a wet race, it's going to be... all hell could break loose. But yeah, no, that's a great qualifying, I would say, for... I think the most surprising is Stiffmeister, 16.3. He actually has out-qualified one Tier 1. David Allface has done me dirty by saying just do Gary mode and do full TC. Okay, I get it. I use full traction. bugger off. Bugger off. But speaking of that, I've been playing F1 2018 on the PS5, and I've been using medium traction on that, and I can drive on that game with a wrong controller and not spin. But I can't do it on the Xbox. It makes no sense. But that's the end of qualifying. AERT Legends on pole, 15-6, 2/10 clear of Bourbon Boy, adds third. By just under 3,000th of a second between those two. Then he got drive 100th back. Then Sam Geno, Jock, Jensen, Henkers, Stiffmeister, Johnny Vane, Diamond Douche, and Night Owl. Yes. It's not been too bad on. I don't know if you realise how uncomfortable when you doing no traction, no iron gathered, then you can take the piss out of my pace. I'm not taking the piss out of your pace. Hang on a minute, I'm not. To be honest, Monkey, I respect that you're using. I actually respect Monkey Boy because he's the one.
To actually get a wet race, looks like.
Oh, are we getting a? Oh, I haven't loaded in yet. Oh yeah, that's probably into conditions.
Yeah, at least it's raining pretty heavily actually. Looks like.
I wonder which way it's going to go. Is it going to go from into more heavy rain to full wet, or is it going to dry out? I would like to see the race go to full wet, and then we go back to and end into dry. I would like to see us go in all three stages of conditions.
It looks a little bit like the rain is getting more intense. That might also be my illusion.
As we all know, that at the top they're going to be on the wet, some kind of wet tyres, as you can see, all there, all on inters. So no one's going to be brave and maybe try full wets.
Let's hope nobody jumps the strategic decision moments for everyone, because yesterday someone accidentally, I think it was Magic Ram in the end, who accidentally hit the A button and stopped everyone from choosing their strategy and fuel loads and tire pressures and everything. So it was quite stressful.
Yeah, I did hear that from our race winner in the end, Scotsman, in the Red Bull chat, said that someone readied up early and a lot of people didn't get their strategies they wanted. And usually,
yeah, I was lucky because I was quick enough, but I think some other people got caught up.
What I do, so I don't have to mess about with too much, like changing my turbo, is I already set my tyre pressures that I'm going to use in the race in qualifying. As I've just seen, Rob Kelly has left Fair Play Racing League. Was supposed to be here tonight. Hasn't. And is not. So, whoops.
Rob Kelly, yes, in the house. He's actually up in P7 at the moment in the driver's standing, so very fortunate. I definitely wouldn't leave a league if I was P7 with the driver's standings, but
I don't think I would. I would love to be P7 at the moment in any championship. At the moment, I'm stuck on. I haven't even hit 50 points this season, which is, I would say, it's going to be my. Well, this will be my worst ever season. Full season I've done in FPRL. Even in my first full season, I at least hit over 100 points. Every season since my first full one, I've hit over 100 points. And it's just shown how tough it's been for me this season. Hopefully next season I can do better. But yeah, there are a lot of people who were quick on last year's game, last season of 22, just haven't really gelled with 23. One of those people, along with myself, is Diamond Douche. He's not really had the pace this season. I'm trying to think who else has not. Groundsy's not got hold of the pace really that much. But yeah, there we go. We're all ready to go.
I actually probably did the best improvement from last season to this season, because last season I think I was having 4 points in the whole season. Was most of the time not even getting into the points at all. And somehow the yeah, just or whatever it is that this game has changed.
You've had a podium this season, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I had podiums. I mean, I did not even have my podium yet where I had an interview for. I'm still waiting for that one. But I
I
did
don't.
get a,
Was I on comms to that?
mm, now the thing is, I did get P4 in the race, but then the penalties gave me P3,
Ah, was
and
it after the race penalties, or was it already a penalty that was
no,
someone had to serve before?
no, it was after the race. It was this decided in the steward rooms, basically my podium. And I think once I was in P2 at the sprint race in Monza, where you obviously always also don't get a interview for, and so no podium to count. It was officially instantly granted after the race, basically. So I'm still waiting for that one. I was hoping to get it yesterday, but then an ultimate lap where the school overtook me. I was quite sad about that, but I will get it. This next track will be Brazil, and I usually like Brazil a lot, so be fine.
Yeah, and I will say Brazil, we're going to have 2 sets of races there, as it is a sprint round, the final sprint round of the season. A track that most people love, but first, everyone's got to get through Mexico, and then after Brazil, we then have Las Vegas. But we're here in Mexico. Can't say Day of the Dead because we're way past that, but it's 5 lights. And away we go. Everyone gets off the line very gingerly. It looks like Legends hasn't got the best start. Bourbon Boy being in the best spot you want to be on the grid. It's going to go 3 wide into the first corner. AMS Drive looks to go on the grass to maybe get past. As he's going to lose a position to Jock. As they all go into turn 1 for the first time. All very gingery. Going to obviously get used to the track conditions. Looks like everyone's made it through.
It's very slippery out there. A lot of people losing
Legends
their
is
rears lately.
4th. He got swallowed up by the pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like everyone has got through. Johnny Vane's at the back. Night Owl making some moves up into P9. And was going to be slotting into the positions now.
Took it very cautiously at the start.
Speaking of Legends, he's all over the back of AMS Drive. As they all go through the first time as Diamond Douche gets a big wobble into the middle sector. The first lap.
The time where everyone tries to find on the track. Obviously, probably gonna improve over time if it doesn't start raining more. But now the time to find out where the grip is.
I don't know if the sun is starting to come out. The rain looks like it's getting less. So maybe we should start seeing maybe eventually a dry line appearing. I don't know if it looks the same on the driver's point of view. But as we go through lap 1, I've just realised this is my 4-season anniversary of doing commentary in this great league. My first ever commentary was this track. So, yay to me. But it looks like everyone is finding conditions. As I think Sam Jenner's gone for a dive up the inside of Jensen. Jensen's going to be back on the inside. He's going to force Sam wide. Sam's going to try and Sam going to make that overtake stick. He's going to go around the outside. There's a touch of tyres. Looks like Jensen's pushed him off. And Sam's had to concede that position. He probably won't be too impressed with Jensen's driving. Maybe a little bit aggressive, pushing him off wide. Sam might have picked up a few warnings there.
They're still battling side by side into the stadium section.
Throw it. Jensen goes
off.
off.
Jensen's going wide and loses the place back.
And now Jensen's got the tier 3 man behind him now. And he's got tier 2 as well. The two friends of Henkers and Johnny Vane struggling at the back.
Yeah, it looks like Steve is going for a move on the main straight because he got better exit. He's by. Even the braking zone.
Oh dear, Jensen. I just want to say to you, Jensen, that guy in front of you is 2 tiers below you. Stiff might be making himself a... I hope Clat Lads is watching. Because that might make his decision about which tier Stiff will be in next season a little bit more harder now. If he keeps improving his positions in this race. We're only on lap 3 out of 36, so we've got a long way to go. Adds already 1 second clear at the front. Looks like he's finding this track very comfortable in these conditions. May have set up his car already for these wet conditions. Amos Drive struggling to keep up with Bourbon Boy. Obviously Bourbon Boy in Singapore came from 15th on the grid, dead last to win that race. But this time he's had a good qualifying, good start, and he's now up to P2 and will be chasing that Ferrari in front of him. Which should bring a smile to Flo's face, as that is his Williams counterpart.
Famous Drive going a little bit sideways into the second corner. Maybe Legends can make use of that, but I think he's a little bit too far behind.
Yeah, they've got to be careful because Jock's waiting in the wings and is going to look to try and pick up the pieces if it all goes wrong, as Diamond Douche has been overtaken by Enkers. Diamond Douche has been absolutely swallowed up by everybody. He is trying his best, bless him. Maybe he just didn't seem to really enjoy the track on Friday. As Johnny Vane looks for a move down the inside, that would have been very opportune. As Johnny Vane, oh, look at that rear end snapping out for a split second there. Is there Battle Legends still going away at AMS Drive?
Yeah, Legends will be furious about being in P4 after putting that great effort in qualifying, putting him on pole position. Now he's making P4.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy being stuck behind AMS Drive.
Definitely looking for any way past the Martin driver. It's not happening yet.
I will need to apologise to everyone if you hear me cut out every so once in a while. I am still getting past a nasty little cough from a cold I've suffered. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm having a coughing fit. But yeah, as I look through the batteries, AMS Drive on 60%, but the big talking point is AMS Drive is underfueled his car. Well, slightly so. He's obviously expecting maybe a safety car, which is a big risk around here because you're on the throttle so much. He might have to start saving fuel at some point or another if he wants to make the end of the race. Bottom Boy on 90% battery. How the hell has he still got 90%? Jensen's on 92 and has also got the yellow fuel light on. AMS Drive 70% 48 for Legends. Jock's got 86. 27 for Sam, who's burning his to try and keep up with the cars in front. Stiffmeister's actually left Jensen in the dust. Jensen's in. And Jensen's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. And Jensen has retired on lap 6. Very, very early recovery. But in front, Henkers is now under pressure from Nighthauer, who looks to try and go for the outside. It's always nice to see you, Jensen, even though it was only very brief for today. But these four cars are all fighting for... This is all for positions, I should say. And also, these are for the final 3 points. One of these drivers is not going to get a point. Who is it going to be? At the moment, it's Johnny Vane. At the moment, it's a 2v2, 2 tier 2s versus 2 tier 1s. Oh, no!
Oh,
Right out.
what happened?
Has gone off.
Oh, and he
he's
lost front wing.
Yeah, he's lost the thing, and it's a safety car.
Oh.
And the rain is getting less, but it's not dry enough, so I wouldn't say anybody will be going into the pits.
Oh, Eds is going into the pits.
Never mind. Never mind. Why do I open my mouth? Everyone is going into
Everyone's
the pits. Everyone is
basically pitting.
If Diamond Douche stays out, I will rate him. Douche, if you hear me, stay out. No. Yes, he's staying out. Diamond Douche. He's doing a me. He's doing a me. He's staying out. Just want to say, Diamond Douche is leading a tier 1 race. Nighthauer's retired in the pits. So everyone's going to get points.
Yay!
Yay! Diamond Douche wants to lead the race. He's doing a me in tier 1. Well, in the tier 2 race. He wants to do what I did. Well, all I'm going to say, Douche, is there's no Mercedes to murder you. So, you should be all good. You've just got ads in the Ferrari behind you that might try something. I did message
everyone
Mr.
went onto it again.
Yeah, I don't know why they've done that, as I've not actually shown any tyres. I'm going to do that now.
Maybe they're trying to go 30 laps on the intermediates till the end.
But I have a feeling Douche might be smart. If Douche, like, if Douche goes to the dries, if it does get dry in this race, he's just going to have to... Yeah, he's going to have track position. Obviously, he's got to now defend it. We should only be under the safety car this lap, and it should come in next lap, because of how close everyone is.
I think it's gonna dry out. So I think everyone's just trying to have better grip until they can get on to the dry tires.
Every time I look on board, the rain looks a little bit less. I'll pass the question on to chat. What do chat think? Do the chat think it is drying out? Or do you think it's staying? You know what? Let's pass the question over to Nigel Piggle. Nigel Piggle is...
Since he always knows everything.
Yeah, Nigel Piggle knows everything. So Nigel, it's your time to shine. You may not be on comms, even though I would love to get you on comms one day. Shame he doesn't have a mic that actually works. Sam Geno has a penalty I've just seen. 3 seconds, I didn't notice that. But yeah, Sam with the only penalty. I know what. Well, Nigel, you know everything about this game. You play it so much, you know. Does it, to you, if I go on board with Douche, does it look like the rain is getting lighter? Or do you think it's gonna... What would your call be in this? We'll go to our man, Gary. What? You must have more hours than me. No, to be honest, I haven't played I, I, to be honest, I don't come back on F1 as much anymore. I usually just jump into races now and don't really practice as much. A safety car is in this app, so don't start that. But when I mean like you have more hours, you know everything about this game. So what do you think, Nigel? It looks wet to me, not gonna lie. He's done the Lando Norris there. What's the weather like out there, Lando? Fucking wet. God damn it. As Douche is gonna lead us away, can he get a start like I did? Or is that Ferrari gonna get him?
Yeah, the Ferraris
The Ferrari's
not
nearly
gonna
overtaken.
get him because he's had to back out of it.
Oh my god, past him.
Is
But
probably
here
gonna
comes
get.
Amos Drive. Oh my god! No!
Oh, they
No!
got 4
Oh,
wide
he's on the
probably
grass!
into the first corner.
Amos Drive! Amos 3 wide!
Oh, there's a lot of contact.
Oh, there's cars everywhere! Amos Drive, is he going to take the lead? He's made contact!
That's off
And he
the
has!
track.
He's taken everyone! Oh my god, what a move from Mr. AMS Jawline. Everyone bundling for positions, but Douche is down to P5. Oh my god.
Oh,
It may not look pretty.
all over the track.
It may not look pretty, but it is incredibly exciting. And no one has crashed out. Oh my god. As Douche is now down to P7. Has been absolutely swallowed by all the tier 1s. I guess he'd be happy that he got to lead the race a bit.
A fresh tire, I guess, on this game.
But say something as you will, that it wasn't the cleanest looking opening lap of a safety car restart, but my god, it was exciting. And AMS Drive showing that he has some cojones to go onto the grass.
Simon is, I think, now on last place in 1 lap. He's completed 1 lap and went from P1 to P10.
Has he got damage? He might have damage. Has he got damage?
I don't think so, to be honest.
I just think his tyres are just gone.
I mean, he's gonna get anchors back into the first corner, but the question is for how long.
God, Douche. Don't
Because
let him
Hankers is
push
defending
him
the
out.
position. And,
Never mind.
yeah.
But he don't care, he's going to get a point. But we'll go back
he's
to
going to get the point. If he doesn't DNF in this race, he's going to get the point.
He'll still get a point if he
one.
DNFs. If he doesn't...
Oh yeah, right.
As long as he doesn't get disqualified, he'll get a point. Because disqualification will put him right at last. But yeah, obviously we saw there quickly AMS Drive defending from Bourbon Boy.
Alright, so now that we have saw Diamond in last place, let's see what's going on in the first few places actually.
Let's stop pointing him out. We'll leave him alone. I don't want to be mean to Diamond because he's a good friend of mine. And he is very much out of like his comfort zone here. He doesn't like the wet conditions usually.
Yes.
And he doesn't seem to really like this track even in the dry.
Obviously I have a good reason because I'm not playing with traction control, so I have a good reason for not liking the wet conditions.
Diamond Douche went from last season on full to medium on this game, and he's actually been very quick on the medium traction. It just seems like it's just either it doesn't go his way or he kind of gets involved in incidents. Today it's just shows that he tried something with staying out. Maybe a bit of encouragement from me. But yeah, no.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Yes, we got still P1 to P4 very close together. Even Choc is still with them. And there's a little bit of a gap back in general. The top 5 very close together.
Yeah, but I start to think that maybe Sam Jenner can maybe pull that gap in and will allow Stiff, Junny and Henkers to also get onto the back of this train. Bobbin Boy has made a move into the hairpin in the stadium section, has got past AMS Drive. Maybe
yeah,
caught Toby, as his real name is, by
go on,
unaware.
Williams teammate.
No, but boo, Williams teammate, boo! Come on, Sam.
Yeah,
And
he's probably gonna
AMS
get
Drive's
past
coming
again
back.
into
Yeah.
the first corner. Yeah.
Oh my God, Bobbin Boy has no battery left. As we look behind and see Ads makes a good move on Legends to get back up to P3. Yeah, Bobbin Boy's got no battery. AMS Drive, they've all used it all for that start. AMS Drive used every bit of his battery to try and take the lead. As I can say this now, Diamond Douche has the most battery. As Revenge Zero said once to me in Singapore, does he not want the extra 160 horsepower? Does he not want to use the battery? I got mocked as that was Singapore with Revenge Zero and Monkey Boy taking the mickey out of me because I wasn't using battery. As I was 20 seconds of the car in front and there was no point, and 30 seconds of the car behind me, I didn't need to use battery. Literally, I was so far alone, there was no point. Or this could be a whole ploy from Diamond Douche. He's playing possum here. You know what it is? He's playing possum. He's pretending to go slow. He's going to strike when they don't realise it. But yeah, all these players are going to chop and change all race now. We'll go on board with Ads, who's going to get the double toe, obviously being the third in train. He's going to try and have a look at Bobbin Boy. He's going to pull out to the inside. He's going to make the move using his more confident braking.
Yeah, and look like he's lost it.
Yeah, it is. All this fighting's allowed Sam to catch up. Stiff is only about a few hundreds away from being in the 1 second mark. So yeah, the tier 1s, well, tonight the tier 1s are putting on a good show. How to stay all together and not allow anyone to just waltz off.
Still no sign of the rain going away though.
Yeah,
it's
no,
still quite wet.
I was just checking Douche to just check that he hadn't lagged out and he was on AI and we hadn't noticed. Because he's now 10 seconds behind. And I don't know if he's made a mistake, a lot of mistakes, or it's just those tyres are so dead. Making sure that wasn't the reason why he was dropping off so much.
I mean, to be honest, his tires are 6 lips older than everyone in front. That might be a reason.
Well, when I looked at the strategy before the race when we were doing the formation lap, it was saying a 1 stop was pit lap 18, and a 2 stop was like 14, and then 25. And then
yeah, so maybe everyone else is now 2 stop.
Yeah, they've got to. There's no way their inters are going to go from whatever
Yeah,
the safety car
and
was.
he's trying to do 1 stop, but obviously didn't really work out for him because he's in last place. So he's not having track position at the moment.
No, but if there's a safety car, everyone comes in for their second stop, and then there's a safety car, and then Douche is able to, get a safety car. He could be out in front on like the freshest tyres. All it takes is a safety car at the right time, might bring him back into play.
And there are 3 sets of intermediate tires available. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right. 3 sets.
Yeah, so everyone else still has fresh inters as well. Ooh, Juno Wayne, the second one too.
Can't shake your head at this. Track limits pen here at Mexico, it's very easy. I got mine, all 3 of mine, for having a little wobble, catching a wobble and going off, catching a slide.
I was also at 2 warnings yesterday. I managed to not get a penalty in the end.
As I'm watching the 2 good friends, Ginny Vane and Henkers, squabbling away at the back for P8 and P9. These two are good friends. I think Henker's moved up first, and then Johnny Vane obviously joined this season, so they're able to sit in parties together, and they actually do practice together. So these two know each other's driving style very well. As Ads has taken the lead, I missed that completely. He must have been down into turn 4. So our race leader, original race leader, is now back up into the lead again.
Let's make a little battery check. Adds on nearly 90% battery. AMS only 45. Boy on 60.
Oh, Bomboy's going for
Legends
the
on 35. And Shocks about 60%. Yeah, and Sam Journal really got up to them now. It's only 5 10 behind Shock now.
Yeah, I've just seen Drive's got some good straight line speed. Because Bomboy got the run out on the corner, was side by side of him, and AMS Drive just seemed like he just went into max, like as Plankton from SpongeBob would say, "You'll never catch me when I go into overdrive," because he just started pulling away. Yep, I did a SpongeBob reference in Formula 1. But yeah, looks like Drive maybe running lower wings than the cars around him.
Yeah,
Might affect him in the
especially
middle section.
the rate double boys stay behind him in the end of the beginning of the second sector actually. Oh, and Bamboy actually getting the run on him, but AMS Drive again on the straight, just pulling away again. Ooh, and now Bamboy's got this 3-second time penalty that hurt him quite bad. He stays in this position.
Yeah, I don't think Bournemouth will be too happy. Just like what happened, Legends was behind. I think it was Sam at the start of the race. He won't be happy that now he's stuck behind AMS Drive, because all they're doing is allowing Ads to slowly eke out a gap. Boy's going to go for the move.
Whoa,
very close.
Sam
Sam
close.
gets a... How has Sam got a 3-second time penalty on a straight? How has that worked? EA.
Boy looks very frustrated. Now going for the move down the inside.
Is he going to go around
AMS
the
Drive
outside?
is leaving him a little bit of space on the outside. Yeah, this is where Boy is actually quite strong. And
is he going to get the traction out?
Doing what I did yesterday. Fish sticks. And they're still side by side.
Oh, come on,
Is
boys.
he gonna go
through there side
oh,
by side. Bourbon's got made the move.
Got him. But he's probably gonna be overtaken again on the main straight, at least, if not even here.
Monkey.
Yeah, AMS Drive is already back again. He's out inside in this corner.
Somebody clip that.
Still
Somebody
defending.
later on clip that. Send it to Monkey. Yeah, Bourbon Boy making a great move into the part track that you don't see many overtakes. Oh, he's gone. Oh, hang on a minute.
Is he? Oh, everyone is picking actually. Oh, it looks like maybe it's drying out. The rain does look a little bit less.
Some people are going on another set of inters. Yeah, everyone's going on another set of inters.
Oh, okay. I'm not drying out then.
Douche is so far behind because of those tyres. He is now boxing for the first time in this race, so he's definitely going for the one stop. I do think that these guys who have like Bourbon, Jock, and Sam, I think they're now doing the 2-stop.
But for me, it looks a little bit like the rain is getting less, but I think we've been saying that for the last 10 laps, so I don't know how much I can count on that.
But we are going to have to keep an eye out for Sam, Bourbon, and Jock.
Probably should do the weather forecast on TV because we always be like, oh, I think it looks like the rain is gonna stop and then it's gonna rain for another 3 days.
Or or it could go to a point like opposite to what's happened in Tier 3. It was clearly raining in Tier 3 at the end of the race, but somehow the dry tyres were still quicker than the inters.
Yeah,
And this was
I saw
like a
that as
good
well.
solid
Yeah.
12, 13 laps. And some people actually went in for inters, and it never paid off. Which
Yeah,
it did.
and then they, I think
Oh,
Cruiser
yellow
was one of
flags.
them who actually stayed out.
Oh, Henkers has
Oh,
gone
it's
around at
some
the final
Mercedes.
corner.
Yeah,
Oh dear, he was doing
but no
very well with
damage,
himself.
thankfully.
Legends is just coming out. Where's Boy going to put himself? He is going to jump at Legends by quite a way. Which is going
Then
to be...
Stemdana is gonna pass Legends here.
Are we... Obviously, I've seen that the undercut ran here is very powerful. So, is Boy going to jump Johnny Vane... Well, not Johnny... AMS Drive as well? But I can say this now. I can't believe these words are going to be uttering out my mouth. But AMS Drive is starting to be caught up by Stiffmeister. AMS Drive is really struggling now. Toby, sorry to say, but you need to get a move on. Because there's a fast approaching Mercedes coming. As AMS Drive pulls into the pit, is Stiffmeister going to do it as well? I don't know if that's a valid pit lane entry. I don't know if Nigel Piggle, our head steward, actually said what the pit lane entry rule was. As Boy takes the fastest lap, and he's probably way in front of AMS Drive. And AMS Drive has lost out to Jock and Legends and Hengers as well. Oh dear, that's not gone well for AMS Drive as he made another bottle. But at the moment, I think Ads will actually come out behind Bourbon Boy when he decides to stop. Unless Ads is going to try and the ballsy strategy and go to the end.
But 16 still to go on these tires. It's not. I mean, it would be probably possible, but it would be even worse than 25 tires on hard. 25 laps on hard tires like we did yesterday, especially in these conditions where the rain doesn't seem to stop actually.
Oh, he's in the box.
Yep.
Go on, Bourbon Boy, and see where he comes out. So, Ads is still in the pits yet, hasn't made his way down.
Yeah, it's only stopping now. The star's changed. And yeah, now he's on his way back. Boys.
It was
In front
closer
now, yeah.
than we thought.
Well, yeah, it was quite close.
Bourbon is gonna have that Ads on 3-lap fresher tyres in him. Only less than a second away. But I don't think Bourbon will mind because it's allowed him to jump other people. As obviously Johnny Vane hasn't. It's the last. Well, him and Henkers are the last two to box. Now for the second time.
They're probably both hoping for another safety car.
Yeah, they pretty much are. There's no. I think it's a good idea. I have to remember the clip that Overtake Bourbon did on. Who was it? Was it AMS Drive? Yeah, it was AMS Drive. As obviously we're going to start doing some promotional videos for season 7. So if any of you guys got any good overtaking or entertaining moments from this season, like overtakes or track or laps or anything interesting, you are in the Discords, make sure you save them and send them to monkeyboykurt97, so we can start putting that together for us. Hey, Monkey Happy, there you go. I've got your help, mate. There you go. You're welcome. Didn't even ask me. I did it for free.
And what probably also would not be a bad idea, and what I've basically learned from Cruiser, is that we also can promote our channel a little bit, saying that if you follow the link that Nightbot has kindly posted in the chat, you can actually jump onto our Discord server and join the league and race yourself.
He's learning. Promotion. He's learning. I always forget to do that. I did it whenever I... And then...
Cruiser is probably going to be proud
well,
about me for that.
I don't know, because I don't think this week, I think this is the first week that you've had in a while where a commentator hasn't actually cursed you. Because you've always got... I remember you saying about Spa... when we picked you up on commentary, going, go on, Flo, go on! We like to see a Flo and comms people doing well. And then seconds later, you spin. And you're like, oh, I love the big up, but then it all went so wrong.
Yeah, I think it was Singapore where you said,
I remember now.
Frenchie made the move and now the Flo is gonna have a go, and in the same sentence you say, oh, never mind, he's gone for spin.
Well, you went wide and then you spun. I was like, oh, never mind. I was just trying to be really good.
The good thing is I can always take it from the fun side.
Oh dear, it just happens sometimes. You don't even mean to. You don't see it in real life F1. You don't see Crofty going, oh, here comes Max Verstappen. He's had a great race. Oh, he's crashed. No, we all bloody hope that happens.
I think Martin Brundle sometimes mentions something of a commentator curse, so I think they also sometimes do something like that, but it's a lot less common than
it's not very much comical. We've had some great commentator curse over the year. We've had Monkey Boy cursing fish sticks with 2 laps to go for a podium in Baku. Was saying Fish was on for a podium. Seconds after he finished, Fish spun into the wall and retired. I had one in David in Baku as well. It always seems to be Baku. Saying he was doing well, I think it was last season, and decided to have a Microsoft Windows shutdown moment and go off into the runoff as I was bigging him up. And the same point as well into the final sector, with the little tight left. So he was doing well, and then watching him as he murders a poor Mercedes. Actually, no, he was a Ferrari, that was it. No, it was a Mercedes, because he was Ferrari for like 3 seasons. And that was the first commentary I actually took main comms, and I was with Clatter Lads, and it was still, to this day, me and Ads' funniest moment on commentary together. Because we do not know how David survived, and we don't even know how the Mercedes the Ferrari lived. But yeah, so it's a good bit of fun, this is. But Ads is now starting to romps away as David's gone boom. Is that a Jurgen Klopp kind of quote? Boom. Better than me and David at Spain. Oh yeah, this is a funny one. I don't know if you've seen it. I will have to show you, Flo. But me and Ads did Tier 3 with Diamond's winning season. David spun at turn 12, and I was like, oh, he's got going again. He spins again, and then all of a sudden his teammate comes out nowhere and just wipes out Doge because he couldn't see him. and someone edited the "oh no, oh no," and you just hear Andy go "oh no." It's absolutely hilarious. I have to get you. It is very, very well put together by Mr. Monkey Boy Kurt. We've had David being clipped a few times. His best one is a pre-season race. Sorry, but we're not talking about the race. There's not really much going on. We're just trying to see if anything will happen with this rain. But David completely cursing all the Ferrari-powered cars, saying that they're all still racing. Monkey Boy was leading. Monkey Boy spins and ends up not only killing himself, but his teammate and every other Ferrari-powered car until we noticed that they were all dead. Dave was like, "Oh no, I've just cursed all the Ferrari cars." Absolutely hilarious. Monkey again doing a great job on a meme for that one. Putting a "only fools and horses." He's also done it to me as well.
We finally have a little bit of action.
Yeah.
Sam Jenner is
Yes, go on, Sam.
getting past
Get
Golden
that
Boy.
Williams. We can't show favouritism, but we
I
need
think
points.
he was lining up Bourbon Boy for a few laps.
Yeah, but
didn't get the traction out of the last corner. But now he's got him.
Diamond Douche is having a battle with somebody at the back of Henkers. This is for the wooden spoon here. Oh, I can't
It's
really
the
say
battle
that
for
name
2
here.
points.
2 points. This is for 2 points. Douche will probably say this is a better run out than he did in Tier 2 this week. But we'll stay on board with him as he's going to go to the outside. He's going to pass the Mercedes. Oh, gives him a swipe, but Henkers decides nope. And gets straight back past him under the brakes. David Olfo is definitely cheering on his former teammate. The man that carried him to a constructor's title.
As it looks like there was the one and only go of Diamond against Henkers, because now he's pulling away.
We got 10 laps, well, under 10 laps of this race left. It is absolutely flown by. It's only 10 past 9. So the tier 1s are just getting on with it. We've had one safety car. I don't think we're going to get any more. There's not enough cars on the track to be worthwhile pulling out a safety car. It's a horrible thing to say, but it's the truth. Let's see who's in the chat right now. We have Diamond Douches in the chat, listening. Henkers, Johnny Vane's there. Obviously UFO and Tiddlywink as well. And obviously David and myself, obviously. The former head comms, David himself, always loves giving all the tiers a watch. Probably not when he's racing, obviously because he's concentrating, but he is there in spirit. Probably judging my commentary skills.
He's praying for the undercommentators.
As old Star Wars say, Darth Vader would say, the student has become the master. No, he won't. We won't use that quite. But yeah, I think Ads has got this in the bag. But at the moment, I'm trying to work this out. It's gonna be close. For AMS Drive. AMS Drive could nick a podium here. Legends and him are on for podiums. Because Sam and Bourbon Boy are on, obviously, 3-second time penalties. Definitely not. Thanks, David. I'll get you back when we next meet up in person. You know what? No. Well, I'll get you back when we meet on the track for that go-karting thing. You know when you really someone really annoys you and you just want to smack them off in the racing. Well, I might be able to do it to David Olfo, so I might put him into some tyres and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." But yeah, no. As Legends has made a big mistake in the middle sector, That has cost him a little bit of time to the cars in front. Wow, the rain is easing off. No, I think he's actually got heavier now. Again, we're in Mexico, right? Mexico is usually a hot country. Why is it raining? It's like getting Bahrain and having wet race there. One of these days, we're going to go to Abu Dhabi or Bahrain, and it's going to be chucking it down. And everyone's going to lose their mind, go, oh my god, wet race in Bahrain. We're in the desert and there's rain.
Everyone's gonna go like, I don't even have a wet setup for this track.
I don't even have a wet setup. This track's not supposed to be wet. Where's... People in Bahrain are probably like, what is this? What is this cold stuff coming from the sky? I don't know what this is. I'm not used to this.
Is this snow?
Is this snow? As MS Drive is still putting the legends under pressure. These two need to stop fighting. As we all know, my kind of thing. Unfortunately, my batteries are going to die. I changed these about an hour beforehand. Must have not been on fully charged. So I'm going to have to quickly take the pause action and actually change them. But it's not like we're going to miss anything. Bourbon Boy gets another time penalty. And we're back. There was a quick pit stop change. We had them already.
Probably a new record for battery change.
Yeah, I took the other ones out and put them on the side, so as soon as I turned off the controller, bang, straight in.
The Red Bull pit crew would be proud of you.
Don't have these problems on PS5 because you don't have battery packs on PS5 controllers. Because they actually give you a charger cable to charge your controllers. You hear that, Microsoft? Implement it. Give us a free charger cable. But yeah, looks like Legends is now really on the back of Bourbon, who is absolutely falling away from Sam, who I think probably is gonna get P2 at this rate, even with 3 seconds in before he gets the time penalty.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bourbon is gonna lose his place.
Oh no, hang on a minute, sorry. Sam's got podium. 6 seconds.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I think Legends and AMS Drive, they don't even need to overtake. They can sit here. As long as they finish...
Yeah, but if Bourbon Boy is gonna lose some more time, he's gonna be out of the podium positions anyway, as he pits actually.
Oh, hang on a minute. Tyres.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a look. What are the Williams boys got there? Another set of Inters. Oh, I was really hoping that he was gonna shove the dries on. That's strange. Why has he done that? Surely he can't get in time, but Stiffmeister, as AMS Drive has got past Legend, he's had enough. Like, now I'm not sitting behind you anymore. Stiffmeister up to P5, has nobody near him. This has definitely got to get the head recruitment and league management's notice. Maybe we could see Stiffmeister maybe jump from tier 3 all the way to tier 1. What are you chatting, Go? Just because you're still using an old Xbox One controller and can't be asked to buy a cable. Hang on a minute. Fish sticks, I've got the Series X controller. I only bought this like a couple months ago. I do have chargeable packs. I just have to put them in a docking station. I have my old controller in a docking station. So I do have always one on charge, ready to go. I just have to switch over. And anyway, I don't like using cables. I hate, makes me feel like I don't have any movement when I'm playing.
Yeah, also like all my stuff being wireless.
What it is, I just have to make
That's
sure.
That's why I invested into the, what's it called? Not the Elite controller, but the Or
Yeah, a bit
the black and
expensive.
white one. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you praise
I, lo-
PlayStation for having a cable. Yeah, a
I
cable.
love I love the pedals though.
The one thing I praised about the PS5 controller is that they don't. You don't have to worry about battery packs. The one thing. You haven't tried a PS5 controllers. Their triggers on the back of them, not nice because of the adapted triggers. Trust me, when you're trying to play a racing game and the game, well, feels like it's trying to fight you back on the throttle. It's a very, very strange experience.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, there is a setting to turn it off, but I haven't found it yet because I'm struggling to find it. But it looks like AMS Drive is now maybe going to try and see if he can catch up Sam.
I mean, it doesn't even have to catch him. It would be enough to stay inside of 6 seconds of him, which he is at the moment.
Yeah, but he doesn't
To
also.
get P2.
Yeah, he wants to maybe keep that gap as small as possible.
So Sam Jenner is gonna drop down to P4 at the moment. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
as it
unfortunately
stands.
for him. Also, the thing is, he might even keep a podium if he can. At the moment, it's 4.5 between himself and Legends. If he gains this another second and a half, he could actually hold on to a podium, but it's all going to be down to can Sam keep pushing. But AMS Drive is gaining. Obviously, Sam's tyres are starting to fade. I think Sam and Legends have roughly the same kind of lap. Probably
Is
the
there
same amount
some
wear.
tire offset between those? I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Legends is on 14 and he's on 15 on lap intermediate tires.
We might actually see someone get lapped soon, as there's a. Oh! Oh, for God's sake. No, Sam's got a puncher. Sam has a rear right puncher. He's gone around.
and he's bumped.
I have never seen a
Quite
rear
dramatic puncture actually.
right rear puncher. How has that happened? I've never seen that before. Have you? As Sam is
No.
going to do the wise thing and get out of everyone's way.
Especially after not a lot
Why are
of
we still on the
laps.
nose
He's only
cam?
done.
Get off the nose cam game. There we go.
He's only done 15 laps on those tires. Why does he have a puncture on them?
Yeah,
Is
very
there a
good.
random lap job?
Yeah, that's ruined his podium chances. God damn it!
Yeah.
That was a curse. Curse scenes when ads gets. Yeah, everyone's got to be careful now. Everyone's seeing that. It's got to be really careful now. If Sam got one after 15 laps, people like AMS Drive, Legend Stiff, who are all and ads who are all there, are going to have to start really saving their tyres now to make sure that they don't suffer the same fate. Sam's going to be distraught with that. He will have some action on the last couple laps with Henker's only 2.3 seconds in front of him. But yeah, AMS Drive 12 seconds behind Ads, who is absolutely flying. He'll be going on to 2 laps to go. He will now be on 14 lap old tyres. Legends on 15. Drive on also 15 when he crosses the line. Legends will be going on the 16th, so he is, as far as we know, might be on borrowed time. But Stiffmeister P4 and is actually starting to gain on Legends in front of him. Scenes if a tier 3 gets on the podium. Scenes.
Yeah, I mean, he's catching me quite quickly as well. I'm gonna probably come on board with him to try.
And we all thought Nigel
see
Pickles sandbagged. Or General Jake sandbagged. But this might be the ultimate sandbag. Typical.
Yeah, I mean,
Another
Nigel
Mercedes driver.
obviously put in a lot of good races this season in T2.
To be fair, Stiffmeister has stayed out
Picked
of trouble.
him to. Yeah. I think I picked Nigel at least 3 times for drivers today in T2. Just for being consistent and.
Oh, he actually is gaining on Legends in front of him. So maybe Legends has seen as Jock picks up a penalty. Maybe Bob White obviously gaining now on Stiff. As we go on to the final lap, but is Bourbon Boy going to get past Stiff and ruin? And is Stiff? We're not going to watch ads. We'll scroll over to him when we near across. Legends is boxed. He's got a puncher. Legends got a puncher. But Stiffmeister doesn't need to fight this. He does not need to fight this. Bourbon Boy has a time penalty of 6 seconds. Stiff is going to get a podium here. But right now he needs to make sure that he doesn't get a puncher. That's 2 punches. I just want to put out that Nigel Pickle was the cause of that puncher. Not the right driver, but yeah. Wow. Punchers. Ads is going to be absolutely freaking out going, please don't, please don't, please don't. He is really letting off. Look how slow he is.
He's so far ahead.
Yeah,
Even if he would get a puncture now, I think he would still win the race.
As Stiff is really going slow now. He needs to make sure he doesn't. He stays within 6 seconds of Bourbon in front of him, and he will get a podium in Tier 1. It's 2.7. As we're going to quickly go over to ads. As I think Johnny Vane's got a puncher. Johnny Vane's got a puncher, but ads wins in Mexico. Amos Drive will come home P2. Way back. Bourbon Boy will finish there. But the man of the hour, as he's going to get nearly overtaken by Thing, but Stiffmeister gets a podium. Tier 3 driver takes a podium.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Bourbon Boy 1.8 seconds off in the end, so he really did push it.
He's probably gonna...
Johnny Vane, where's Johnny Vane's trying to go as fast as he can, but the puncher just will not let him go. Sam Jenner overtakes him. Johnny Vane. Johnny Vane will finish P9. And we're going to scroll back a very long way back. The Diamond Douche, who is going to finish this race in the points. It's not really had the most action. He tried something that obviously he can officially say, I led a Tier 1 race. But yeah, it says Sam Jenner's DNF, but we'll ignore that. As it says Diamond Douche finished P9. Did not finish P9. That's not right. So
I'm currently on 12 today.
Diamond Douche, never bet down, never what? Oh dear. I really hope, Diamond, you heard every bit of like bigging up I was giving you that entire race. Like, come on, Douche. But yeah, ads will probably say again, the season starts here with 3 rounds to go. But yeah, the Ferrari man taking the win very comfortably in the end. Very strange that his tyres didn't go bang when 3 other people's did. Legends, Sam and Johnny Vanes all went. Different times.
Yeah, probably because he saw other people getting the puncture. Maybe he was driving a little bit slower on the last few laps, because I think the gap was actually up to 5-6 seconds, and in the end it was only before someone pitted behind him, so maybe he was going a little bit slower to protect his tires.
As we see,
I'm gonna invite.
Yeah. Diamond Douche has said, surely I'm driver today. You know what? You're my driver today, Douche. You're my driver today. You stuck out there and finished the race. I don't know about Mr. Flo here, but you're my driver today. As we wait for all our drivers to get into the thing. Who have we had? Who have we got? Who have we got? We've got Stiffy and Stiffy. We haven't called him Stiffy for ages. We got AMS Driver and Stiffmeister. I wonder if Ad will join. As I'm quickly going
there he
to.
goes. Oh no.
Is he?
Saying
Drive, was he in the party with you?
can't do interview, sorry. It's alright.
No, he was not.
Don't forget to quit Georgia. I know we say this every time,
Yeah, I got it.
but someone will forget one time.
And then we will just sound like some
David's put
weird
this
people
very,
talking to us.
David's put a very funny comment which will make me laugh, and I will repeat this to everyone. Imagine having quarter of the lobby in for an interview. Well, technically we've only got a sixth of the lobby because Ads is a fraud and can't do the interview. But as I quickly will get the showroom up. Oh. My game's sound has decided it didn't want to work there for a second. We will bring up our third place man. I'll allow Mr. Flo to take it away with a third place man.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, obviously amazing to be on the podium in a Tier 1 race, I guess. Actually, I should have remembered what the qualifying was like, but I probably can also ask you yourself. Yeah, how was it?
Yeah, qualifying was okay, but couldn't get the fastest lap in, which I could do, but guys were doing like 15.8, 15.6, and that's my fastest TT time trial, so was definitely not taking pole today, but the 16.3 was alright. I think it was the Tier 3 pole, so it was a decent lap,
yeah.
and I think I was 8th or 7th in qualifying, so not too bad for first Tier 1 race, so quite good.
Yeah, and then obviously in the race, in the end you got a little bit lucky, because he was actually fighting for the podium positions, but then as someone in front of you got a puncture right at the end, you were safe. You decided to quite late for intermediates, and I think me and Gary both thought it probably was a mistake, but then at the end, with a lot of people getting punctures, it looked actually like it was a smart idea.
Yeah, to be fair, I had the knowledge from the Tier 3 race, so I knew the tire wear was going to be crazy, and I was just trying to stay out on my second on the second run to stay out as long as possible, so I could stretch the third run I had. So, but in the end, I was on 80% at the end, so that wasn't ideal. But I knew some guys who quit it earlier would have been on way higher. So I was a little bit gambling on punctures for other guys, and it paid out in the end. So that was pretty nice to see.
Yeah, obviously congratulations as well on the podium in Tier 1 as a Tier 3 driver. Are you a little bit sad to go out now in the next season, or are you actually excited to race quicker guys?
Yeah, I'm really excited to race quicker guys. Tier 3 is fun, and obviously I want to try and win it, but I raced against a few of these guys already in former Tier 2, so I knew I have the pace, but maybe not over the whole season like these guys. But it's fun to race with the faster guys and actually get a result, so it's pretty nice today.
Alright, last question. Next week, obviously, we get Brazil. What do you feel about this track?
Yeah, Brazil already on Wednesday, of course. So it's not my best track, and it's a sprint race, so You just need to keep L plan behind. That's the main thing for me. And we'll see. It's a fun track, but not my best track, let's say.
Okay, thanks. Over to you, Garen.
Yeah, just also want to say congratulations to you, Stiff. Very much made a case to maybe get moved up now. That may not be your intention, but yeah, you might have stiff. Don't pardon the pun, but stiffed yourself over.
Thanks.
But we go over to a man that is used to being on the podium. He's pretty much got a nice warm seat in this P2 slot. Is the one and only AMS Drive. AMS, what happened today? Just didn't seem like you were on the ball today in the wet conditions.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna be around the bush. Not one of my best tracks. I really struggle on with these kind of low grip surfaces, like around Mexico, and also some tracks like Las Vegas spring to mind. So I struggle a little bit with F1 22 vibes. But yeah, not my best stuff. I did see in quality what I did absolutely bottle my last run. P2 definitely would have been on the cards easily in quality, but P1 was, I think, out of reach unless I cut the final sector. But yeah, in the race, I was basically running a dry setup, and my wings, as you probably saw from some of the moves, were way lower than everybody else's.
Yeah, I think we saw the bit where you went balls to the wall, went on the grass, and overtook 4 people into turn 1.
Yeah, I was definitely running low wings, and that was really painful in the middle sector. I mean, in the first stint with Legends and Born Boy, the amount they were putting on me in the high speed corners was absolutely nuts. So I think it was just hard for me to get a little bit back in straight, which I absolutely made the most of in terms of defending, and then also it was quite fun to come back to a little bit on the fresher tyres with kind of equal grip, but also the lower wings. So it was nice to kind of get a few places back. As after the pit stops for that final stint, I thought, oh fuck, I'm just thrown away a podium, and now I'm looking at P4, maybe P5 how Sam Jenner was running. So it was looking really tricky, but yeah, just kept it clean, and it was quite an enjoyable race, very very sporty.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I noticed that you were running a little bit low with fuel, but did you know that everyone around you, so Sam, Legends, and your teammate Ginny Vane, all suffered punctures 2 or 3 laps from the end? And did you start getting a bit worried about your own tyres?
I was very worried. My rear left was 82% on the final lap, so definitely a bit too close to comfort. And I was very glad, because after we fitted for that final stint, I really kicked myself for not following Gordon in on his lap, on lap 18 I think it was, because I lost so much track position to him and Legends. But then with overcutting by a couple of laps, I think that just gave me the margin to then make it to the end, which is really strange, because pre-race lap 18 was the predicted the optimal pit window. So it was really weird how especially the rear tyres went completely off in the race, even though I was definitely trying to baby them, but they were just overheating a little bit, running 83, 84 degrees, 4 or 5 degrees hotter than the fronts, and just the wear was just piling up, even though there weren't really any crazy moments, crazy wheel spinning out of each corner. It was just hard up. I don't think really anybody predicted that, and it was just part of the fun of seeing it.
Could that have been where it wasn't rain? It was still raining. It was still wet on the track for inters, but was kind of dry enough where your tyres were everything. That's probably where would you say that's where the extra wear came from?
Yeah, possibly. And just the circuits, I think, is a bit more rear limited, because there's so many kind of weird traction zones. You think of kind of sector 1 and the start of sector 2, and you've got sector 3 that final corner. yeah, I don't know. I mean, even in the dry, I'm running basically min pressures on the front, and then like 5 or 6 clicks on. Min pressures on the rear, and then 5 or 6 clicks on the front. Because the fronts don't really struggle at all, but the rears you really got to keep an eye on. So we're running. I don't know about anyone else, but I was running min pressures in the wet, so you just can't really do anything about the rear end.
Yeah.
So yeah, just have to take the pain.
My earlier comment on the stream earlier was, is there any chance that you were able to catch up Object Fungus? I haven't checked the standings for a while. With your today's second place, you are now on. Hang on, let me count. I need to count this. 201 points. Obviously, Object Fungus can't race anymore. He's on 226, so there's a 25-point gap.
Yeah, with
with 3 races to go. Brazil with a sprint, and obviously Las Vegas, which is going to be new to everyone, which is going to be absolute carnage. I feel like, and then obviously Abu Dhabi. You might get this title, as I think Ads is on 151, so he's 50 points behind you. So you might finally get that title that you've been trying to get.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of laps left, Gary. Anything can happen. I could DNF the last 3 races.
I think I'll celebrate more than you would. I think I'd be. I think I'll be more so. I think I'd lose my head in the chat. He's done it. He's done it.
Yeah, and then it's also, I mean, you never know. Object could come back for the final race and try and defend as well as he can. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. Race by race, Brazil should be good with the sprint race, as you say. Yeah, just look forward to actually racing, unlike last week.
Yeah, we have to apologise. Yeah, we have to apologise for that. That was not good at all that we did not get to race, but we did get to do tonight. So it was good to see the tier 1s out and thing.
Yeah, I think we gave you some action tonight, and it wasn't too boring.
There was a few moments where we were just talking around, trying to just pass the time. But
the safety car reset was crazy.
I mean, I love that. I just knew as soon as there was a safety car, I just hit the belly because of my wings. I could just pass over.
Do you know what's even worse? Is you all buried Diamond Douche.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
You all buried him.
He literally went from P1 to P10 in one lap.
Yeah, you buried him. He was trying his best, bless him.
Bless
but we'll quickly mention, obviously, Ads 37, who can't be here to do his interview. Obviously, looking at that wonderful Ferrari, absolutely dominated today.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody could get near him.
No.
Yeah, mad pace. I think he finished at 12 seconds in front of you in the end.
Yeah, he was very strong.
I think
hit a couple of laps after, and I think he just had definitely the setup nailed on, and just a much better understanding than I think anyone else on the wet conditions around there.
He will still say to this day, my championship begins. Mate, I think your championship is pretty much in the mud.
Oh, you never know. Can he? How many points?
He's 151. He is 75 points away. If he wins with a sprint, he can, but he needs you not to get any points in the next 3 rounds.
Which can absolutely happen. That is in play.
Yeah, it could happen, but it's a very big outside chance. But
there you go. Championship still on.
Before we go, I'm going to bring up my own livery car. Not that one. Where is it? Yeah, it is that one. That's the one I'm running at the moment. In my team, obviously doing an Audi Sports GP mode. Should stream it. I might do it next. Might make another one and stream it. Bloody thing. But before we go, we are going to pass over to the Flo, who needs to pick our driver of the day.
Actually it was not too hard at this race because I think it's just crazy to think someone from tier 3 is actually on the podium in a tier 1 race, so the game has already picked Stiff, so I'm gonna just go with it, and also say if he's my driver of the day for this race.
Yeah, I think that's right. Douche went, yeah, I'm driver day, yeah. Cool, thank you. Yeah, well, Douche, you were driver of the day in my heart, so yeah. But our official driver of the day is Stiff Meister, so good job, Stiff. I think this is makes up for. What did you? I can't remember. You actually finished on Wednesday.
Yeah, I did finish, but the B5, I made a wrong mistake in
Yeah. So this. Oh yeah, I remember now. The
in the strategy.
the inters didn't work. I know you and Cruiser were not too impressed that the rain did not come down. But yeah, I think this makes up for that. Definitely makes up for that.
Revenge. No, I can't say it. Revenge.
Revenge. But that's all we got time for tonight, unfortunately. So we have finished. We've actually managed to do all 4 tier races this week. Hopefully we'll be able to do it again. Fingers crossed.
I'll be here next week as well, so
yeah, Fo will be here
for
for next week. All good. But I would like to say, please join us on a Wednesday night where Jake, the General, and his partner Fox, the Sly Fox, will take us through the tier 3s as they will take
and
on.
Steve will always also be there as well.
Oh yes,
Again.
Steph will probably be there. We'll take on the final sprint race of the season at Sao Paulo, Brazil. So that should be an interesting. Sao Paulo always brings up good racing, and then obviously we got Friday's tier 2 with myself. Hopefully this week I don't get killed by a Mercedes. And then Sunday's tier 4, and then now tier 1's ending out the week on the Monday night. But yes, we would like to hope to see you there, so please come along, please support us. Let's try and get up to 750 followers by the end of the year. Eventually we'll be able to hit 1k, I'll be able to say that. But from myself, Silverside Boy, and
Me, the float.
we say goodnight, and we all say to everyone to stay safe in these weird times. Weird times. As there's probably still floating around, but yeah. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Well, Wednesday. Bye.